Hello, welcome. First of all, let me tell you, you can speed up the video for better experience because this will be a little slow. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how you can manage your WordPress site's functionality and manage everything about functions by just conversation. As we know, WordPress merged the ability API into core with 6.9, and they have mcp-adapter, which actually works as a bridge between abilities and the AI client. So we use both of them. You can use mcp-adapter and create your own server, but also mcp-adapter exposed default server. But what we did is we used the mcp-adapter and created our own server, and we made a plugin called fluent-abilities. So basically the idea is to make a hub of abilities for our all Fluent products like Fluent CRM, Fluent card, basically Fluent communities, forms, and so on. So this is the future, because everybody will be asking for what abilities are exposed. They want to manage their functions by just chatting with any AI client. So abilities API made that possible, so we thought, why not try? So we made this Fluent abilities, and right now, as you can see, we installed the Fluent abilities plugin. And if you go Fluent ability plugin section, where it is Fluent, yeah, there. So in settings, first we'll go through the setup process, and then we'll talk about everything. So it was already installed in my site, so you can see there are some toggle switched off some abilities, but by default on first installation it all will be switched on. So anyway, there you can see Fluent, these are all abilities: Fluent card abilities, Fluent CRM abilities, and communities, and so on. So we registered them abilities, and in a manner that the mcp-adapter can work with. Obviously the WordPress abilities and mcp-adapter works very well. So these are the abilities. You can see, we can toggle off if you want to expose a flat community abilities, or you can just you can just choose to specifically hide this ability, or this kind of settings are here. But first let me set up the how you can use with AI client, or mcp-adapter. Already mcp-adapter says that we can use with cloud desktop, cloud code, bs code, and cursor. So today we'll be using cloud desktop, for as it is free also, and it gives the vibe of a full AI chat box. So let me go through the user guide and set up the process. Okay, so we'll be, for local, you can see stdio will be okay, but for demonstration purpose I will be doing the remote one. So just copy and go to, you can see, go to cloud settings, developer, and edit the config. So I guess, see, I have cloud, but it is better to open it from, before editing anything. You should open cloud by restarting it, so it is better. I don't know why it should be like this always, but it is what it is. So go to settings. You can go from here also, but go to settings, developer, and here you can see you can edit the config, where you can open with, let's say, Visual Studio Code, and we didn't yeah, we copied it. So you can see there are some placeholder, username, password. So I will be using my sites, this site. Okay, I just noticed that it should be better if I could dynamically give the site here rather than placeholder. Okay, anyway, but username, I have a username admin user, because the admin user is important, because most of the abilities will be able to perform by admin only, so it is better to use an admin user for performing the actions. So I already created a password for speeding thing up, so let me do. Okay, so I have configured cloud desktop. Now let me quit and restart, because it didn't the cloud do not get the things instantly, as we have changed some configuration. I think it is the way of behavior. So you can see there we have a connector, Fluent abilities. Okay, Fluent abilities, it is our MCP server. You can see this we gave the server name Fluent abilities. You can give it any name, but this is the endpoint of our server. Make everything as it is. Just you can change the server name and site username and password. Okay, so we have our abilities connected to cloud. So the setup is almost complete. You can do it with cursor, VS Code also. Right now we have cloud and cursor example. I'll be adding the VS Code setup. So anyway, so I think you already know what abilities will be doing. So as I have the abilities as Fluent abilities, it is a server which have all the abilities exposed to cloud right now. So you can perform the abilities like get orders. If you say get orders, give me the orders of my Fluent card, or you can say last orders. I'll be giving example obviously, but I'm just telling that you can test anything, because these abilities are exposed. And for permission, obviously as these abilities are exposed, but it cannot be performed by anyone. Obviously there are some permissions, but we didn't add permission by our own. We align the permission with the parent plugin. Let's say Fluent, this is a Fluent card abilities, so this ability is permission is aligned with Fluent card main functions permissions, like, so it will be aligned, no extra permissions facade. So it is that way it is very much secure. So all abilities permissions are aligned with their root plugin. So one more thing to say is, if you don't have Fluent Cmmunity in your site, it will not be here, the abilities will not be exposed. So as it doesn't make sense, we don't have Fluent Cmmunity and these abilities are just registered. So we make sure it doesn't, if we have only Fluent CRM, the Fluent CRM abilities will be there. So as from user guide, we have completed the setup, and now we can try some prompts, how you can manage your sites for functions with just AI. So let me try this one. It is actually Fluent card only abilities, Fluent card only prompts. So one more thing to clarify, that as we have all the abilities from Fluent CRM, card and community, you can perform actions individually and also combined, because these plugins are interrelated mostly. So that's why it is very much important to give the all the abilities in one place, and user can perform mostly complex things, complex function by just chatting. So we also give some example like Fluent Card only. If you have only Fluent Card, you can perform this. If you have Fluent Community only, you can perform this. If you have both Fluent Card and CRM, you can perform example. These are example. If you have both, it depends on what plugins you have. So if let's say we have right now only Fluent Card, obviously we have Fluent CRM, but let me try just Fluent Card functionality. Okay, copy this one and try this one. Bear with me, it will take some time. It also depends on your internet connection, but the idea is, I think you just give a prompt and it will give you the exact result from your site. Also, as AI client have more tools exposure with they have, so they can make things more interesting than just raw data. Okay, bear with me, I think it will take. So here we say generate a comprehensive sale report for this month. Obviously this is a very expensive task, generate a comprehensive sale report this month in the table and in a chart format. Okay, so this is a quite expensive task. I should have given some easy task for time saving, obviously, but I hope it will work. And the thing is, the more abilities will expose, the more easier for AI will be to get things done. This is as as easy math as it is. So right now I have we have for Fluent Card, to able to generate a sales report. I think it will execute abilities like get orders, get sales report, get sales reports. It might need to do some 3 or 4 abilities to generate a full report. Here it is. So you can see this is a very nice and comprehensive sales report with chart data, everything, because AI have more tools that we normally have, so they can generate this kind of things. So obviously this looks great, but we also have to be correct. Say it is correct, we have to check. So right now we just tested a get abilities. Obviously generative sales report is a get ability mostly, but we can perform creatability like refund. We can okay, let me try with a refund. Right now we don't have any refund prompt here, but I can try like I can try refund the order ID, refund fully, let's say fully, to refund the full order. So I need to get the order ID. So first let me refund, then we'll check the report and the refund. Okay. So last let me refund this order fully. This order ID is 93. So refund fully the order ID 93 with gateway refund also. So not just admin refund, not just refund, it will perform the full refund process, I hope. Okay, if we could add more thing in the prompt, it is basically depend on your prompt, how concise your prompt is. So it will show the better result. Like, obviously for create abilities, there are some concern, so we'll in future we'll have the abilities in group, like uh, create abilities, get abilities, so you can toggle it, like do you want create abilities to be exposed or not. So this is a very important things for us. So right now everything for the demonstration purpose, everything is exposed, not grouped. So you can see, yeah, so it's saying it's refunded the full amount. Let me check. uh, does it really refund? Yeah, you can see it is refunded fully, also gateway refund. And now let me check the report which we generated earlier. Reports, what happens to my reports? Anyway, leave it for now. I think the report was correct, and this was the report, the best, very good and beautiful looking report. Anyway, so we tried with one get abilities and one create abilities. Now we can try with some let me try with one community ones. As I don't have any data for community side, but let me try to create a space. Okay, create a public space about uh, about what can be the about the vibe fest enthusiast with some demo data. Okay, so bear with me. I think it will be able to create a space. Right now, if we check how many space we have, so the Fluent abilities is solving the problem of WM Ninja product right now, is that it is uh, organizing all the abilities in a central place, and the one plugin can be used for all. Like, we don't have to expose uh, what happened abilities on different plugins. You can just add here and all will be done. So this problem is solving by Fluent abilities. So you can see space maybe already created by fest. No, right now there is no by fest, I think. Okay, I think I didn't push the button, maybe internet connection was gone. Anyway, so okay, right now I am just demonstrating one plugin function at a time. Then we can see, we can do combine functionality, like complex, like sell a product. No, we cannot sell a product by we can create an order, or for what we can see, uh, we can add a customer to a Fluent card, Fluent CRM contact or something like that. So, and also um, uh, what we can do for combine, as all the products are interrelated, we can do more complex works as soon as we expose more abilities. It will be easy. This is basic. The more abilities will be exposed, the more complex function can be performed. So you can see it is always asking for your permission. That's the nature of MCP protocol. We formatted it this way, and also the error handling part was done quite nicely. If the AI cannot perform ability, it will ask what's missing, what cannot be done. This way it is reliable. Sometimes it takes times because some actions are not straightforward, like uh, okay, it is creating a post for it on for the it is already created space, and now it is creating a Fluent Cmmunity create post, I think. So far, okay, let me check it. Does it actually make it create? It said it's created a, yeah, you can see byfest is created. So hooray. It's also, yeah, there is some, yeah, it already, it says that it created some posts for the space. So there some works need to be done, but it always takes permission before it done something. So as I said, we can group some abilities in create, delete, and get sections, so we can easily switch off the create abilities and just allow the get abilities. Okay, anyway, so I also have some prompts which are very as and so I want to show this prompt, these three prompts, but I think you already got it, that what the abilities can do if it is done properly. So right now we have Fluent card abilities, where it is already Fluent tools, Fluent abilities. Okay, so these are abilities we can, if we switch off, okay, let's say switch off totally Fluent card. So we'll test one prompt as the Fluent card is switched off. Okay, so we'll test get orders. So let us see we can we get this. So first let me test this. Oh yeah, you can see Fluent card. Okay, we already switched off in between the previous prompt, so it is already showing it cannot go. Let me just switch on again. Okay, it is taking time. Anyway, so we can, okay, let me leave this prompt as it is already interrupted. Let me try another one. So I think I can successfully demonstrated the hiding abilities. Let me, one of my favorite prompt. So basically it depends on your prompt. You can copy and publish or whatever, it is depend on the client, AI client, what you can do with it. So I'll retrieve, I said give me my active subscription info with customer's name and email, everything. Perfect, guys. So you can see this was very easy action. It was very easy actions to do because everything related to this action, all the abilities were registered pretty. So it is, if I say okay, give them in a nice chart and table, it will do, because that's the job of AI. Our job is to expose the ability in a format that can be understood and execute by any AI client with the permission in mind that any user, any token, anybody cannot access the abilities. So if everything is perfectly aligned, this is something, this is the future of WordPress. So that's why WordPress merged the abilities into core. So for our future plan, there will be custom abilities. So as you see, if I add Fluent form plugins, this will be shown here, and so on. Every plugin can register abilities in our Fluent abilities, or also they can do in their own plugin. Fluent abilities will be still able to figure out, get them data here in the other section. But if we do it in our Fluent abilities, if we register the abilities in Fluent abilities for Fluent Chrome, it will be in section here, in these sections. But if we do it in the main root plugin like Fluent Forms, and we do not do it in the Fluent abilities, it will be most probably, for the time being, as the plugin is implemented, it will be in the other sections. So as because it was our goal to register all the abilities in Fluent abilities for the all Fluent products. Yeah, so for the timing it is done. Okay, give me the as it is for this prompt, active subscription info with customer name, email. First result was this, and then we changed it to a nice active subscription dashboard, customer info, subscription details, next billing date. I think I missed the billing count. Everything is cool. So okay, so enough demonstrating. I think I could demonstrate some more complex and combine actions. It will take more time, and I also think you can get the idea now that everything is possible with proper permission and formatting. This is it for the functionality, and for it's for the potential part, we'll be adding custom abilities. We already did, but we hide for demonstration, because there is some security issue. Custom ability adding will be very easy for user. There will be some inputs, and there is a code snippet for the executable callback function, and this is the security part actually. So even though with custom ability, they can add anything. Let's say add okay, forget about example. I cannot think right now any custom feature. Okay, so what we demonstrated from the start. We did the setup part with cloud. We did the example prompts. We did try with switching off, as you already seen that when we switched off, the get orders was not working. So I think our demonstration is complete now. Thank you. Have a good day.